I just started it. Yeah, get it going. What's your name?
Thalia.
Okay, I'll have the info in the description. So yeah, how everything answers itself. I feel like everything is just complete. Like everything. The more I pay attention to life, the more I pay attention to my body. I feel like everything is just so perfect as far as how everything lines up and like the processions of life. But I don't know what you was gonna get into. It could have been something all else.
Yeah, I just like you really. When it comes down to asking a question, like the reason why you're asking it is because you already know the answer to it. And there's nothing that we can really ask that we don't already know the answer to.
Yeah. And the answer's in the question.
Yeah, and you can see it. You don't need to look for it. You can see it for sure. And it's really beautiful how it unravels and how everything just starts flowing, the flow of everything once you get into it, and once you start noticing it, you're just like, wow.
And then you can be proactive and really like ask questions, and you know, you can feel the bounce off the, you know, things bounce off the universe and come back to you as far as answers. Like, it's just how much are you paying attention, you know, the subtleties of things. Yeah,
and it's fun how I'll literally answer it better than you would have ever expected. Yeah, like a lot of times it's like so much better than, at least for me it is, a lot of times it's just way better than what I would have ever expected, especially, you know, when you've been hanging on to that question for a while, and then when that answer finally comes up, you're just like,
I know, it's definitely, I feel like it's like a pulse or a rhythm to the universe for sure. Like every time you check your phone or whatever, you know what I mean, all that type of stuff. I feel like whenever you have reached them moments, like even if it's yawning, those like moments in the day where I feel like it's obvious that you have to breathe fully, for one. Breathe fully, and you know, and I feel like, and kind of just read the signs, because they're just always there. And it's just, we like to ignore them, I guess.
That breath, you really trained me on that. I'm like appreciating it so much. Is that when it comes down to it, someone's like, what's your favorite meal? I'm like, breathing. Like, you know, like, what's your favorite thing to do? Breathing. Like, everything.
And then the more you get into it, the more you, like, you don't want to go against it. And I just feel like everything gets in the way of it. Everything kind of just shallows the breath, gets in the way of the breath, and like.
Exactly.
And at this point, like, I can feel like the front side of my spine, you know what I mean, in my abdomen. So like, I just want to keep everything clear so I can keep the yin and yang going. Like, it just, I don't want that obstruction. So, you know, food is like, I would do it like just if it's just appropriate. Like if it's like, man, all right, a bunch of people are eating some food, I'll eat the food. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, I don't want to put the negative connotation like it can even harm me at the same time as an alchemist too. You know what I mean? But at the same, I also know, like, you know, you can't do nothing without breath, you know, and it's the food to everything. As soon as you get tired, if you run, your body demands breath. So I just feel like it sets the tone for everything else if you're breathing properly. So how'd you find me?
So one of my friends, David Goodman, shout out to him.
Oh, I'm about to see him tonight.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there tonight.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. Word. And actually, it's been like, I want to say like exactly a month since he sent me one of your videos, and I was just like, been watching him like nonstop every day.
Oh, word.
Absolutely love it.
Rapid manifestation. I jumped through your screen like the Ring right now.
For sure. Like, seriously. And like, you're answering like what I was going through at that moment and what I'm still going through. It's just, it was everything. It was all the answers that I needed at that time. So it was, and still unraveling. So, and you know, you're helping me with changing the patterns and everything. So I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time. I don't have much time on this right now, but as far as like your diet, what is the biggest changes or the biggest hurdles, your biggest cravings?
Okay, so that's something, I went raw for like a good while, and just recently I actually like burned the bridge and went into like indulging in stuff that I shouldn't have, and I feel the difference completely.
I always tell people to go back so they can see the difference, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
I don't do it no more. I don't go back no more, but I always tell them, because that's the real contrast, you see it.
Yeah, and I see my body, how it's changed like dramatically. I've seen like
feeling your organs,
everything, and it really tunes you into the feeling of your whole body too. So
2020 times on Amazon. I'm sorry, but
no, you're good.
All right, word. Peace.